Who is reading the question for us?
So we are still checking for it.
Let me know when you are there, guys. Let me know when you are there.
So November 2017 question 1, right?
Well, dear sir, let me read.
We are there, sir.
Okay, go ahead and read.
Okay, let me read. November 2021, question 1.
Not 2021. Oh. We didn't say
20,
2021. Oh.
2017.
Go ahead, please.
Sorry, I'm not seeing it. I'm coming. This game must have seen. Mm.
Hello. I thought you guys said you were there. Now, someone was asking about the link, and someone was asking if you started. Now, bring out the question. No one has said anything. We've been looking for a question now for how many minutes now? It's been over 5 minutes now that Mr. Benga said he
Okay,
has
sir.
seen the question.
November,
Please, Mr. Benga, you can go ahead and read the
November.
question for us. Anyone who has seen the question should please read. We need to move, and don't forget the class ends at exactly 9 p.m.
November 2017 question 1. You are
Mm.
required to prepare a standard cost card per kilogram of the specialist meat pie, showing clearly the contribution and the selling price per kg. B. Calculate the company budgeted and actual contribution for 2016. The C. Compute the following variances for the company: CI, raw material price, raw material mix, and raw material yield. CII, they said, sales price and sales variance. Note: already calculated variance as follows: labor rate 36,000 naira adverse, labor efficiency 140,000 naira favorable, idle time variance 20,000 naira adverse. D. Use the above variances to prepare a reconciliation of the budgeted contribution with the actual contribution. E. Evaluate critically the performance of the company in 2016, supporting your answer with reference to the variances you have calculated and the ones given in the above C in note C above. Question proper. Top Food Limited TFC manufactures specialty meat pies, which it sells to fast food shops. The only variable costs are raw material and labor. The raw materials consist of three grades of raw meat. The standard cost of the raw materials used in the manufacture of each 100 kilogram of specialty meat pie is as follows. We assume all figures are correct. There is a normal loss of raw materials during production, equivalent to 25% of output. It takes 5 labor hours to process the input of 120 kg. Labor is normally paid 180 naira per hour. Idle time is expected to be 10% of hours paid. This is not reflected in the rate of 180 naira above. Idle time is normally adjusted in the labor rate when computing standard costs and the relevant variances. In preparing its budget for 2016, the company assumed that there would be a market in the country for 250,000 kg of specialty meat pie and that TFL products would have a 40% share of this market. The budget also assumes a selling price that gives contribution margin ratio of 36%. However, during 2016, both TFC and its competitors were adversely affected by diminishing consumers' confidence in meat products. The actual total market size was only 220,000 kg of specialty meat pie instead of the anticipated 250,000 kg, and TFL sold only 66,000 kg of its products. The managing director of TFC recently explained how his company attempted to respond to the difficulties which it faced in 2016. First, we reduced our selling price from 225 naira to 625 naira to 613 naira. This was a modest price reduction in this was a this was the modest price reduction in comparison with those of our smaller competitors. Second, we took advantage of falling market prices for some of the type of meat which we use as raw material for our products. With benefit of in that site, we should perhaps have done more to increase the consumer confidence in safety and quality of the meat products in general and in our own products in particular. The price of actual raw material used by TFC in 2016 were as follows. We assume all figures are correct. The company had no opening and closing inventories of raw material or finished products. 3,000 labor hours were paid for, costing 576,000 naira. Then 2,600 labor hours were worked. That's all.
Okay. Okay, I believe you guys can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now, question A is standard cost card. Question B is budget and actual, right? Question C talks about variance. So we're starting with variance. We're starting with material price variance, raw material mix variance, and material yield variance. Yes, we're starting with that question C, A, and C, C1 and C2. All right. So let's start with that. Now, what should be our raw materials variance? Anyone? There's what should be our raw materials variance. What's the formula, please? There's what will be our raw materials. What's the name of the account in the first place? What's the name of the company? Oh, okay. Top Food Limited.
Top Food Limited.
Thank you. Realize that anytime you start talking about what's it called? About question, you guys just go silent. Anyways, okay. So we have TFL, Top Food Limited. Top Foods Limited. So we are preparing material variance, right? Material price variance, right?
Yes, sir.
C1, C Roman figure 1. Material price variance. And what will be a material price variance? All the formula.
Open bracket SP minus open bracket SP minus AP times AQ. That is SP when
Standard
SP
price
is equal to standard
minus
price minus actual price.
material price
That is close
times what?
bracket times actual quantity consumed or produced. Is
No.
it consumed?
Okay.
Consumed.
So this is it. Don't forget, we are doing advanced variance here. This one has mix and yield. I don't know if you understand that. It asks mix and yield, right? Okay, now let's go back to your question. You said is used actual quantity produced or what did you say consumed or used? Which one? Which word did you use? Hmm?
Consumed.
Consumed. Okay, fine. Now, sometimes your quantity material, your quantity purchased is different from quantity used or consumed. Consumption is usage, Abby. Your quantity purchased is
Yes,
different
sir.
from your quantity used, Abby, right? So that's it.
Yes, sir.
Now, so now in this case, do we have quantity consumed or quantity used or quantity purchased? Which one? So now let's have a look at this. The raw materials consist of the standard cost. The standard cost of the raw materials used in the production for each 100 kilograms of specialty meat pie is as follows. All of this. So all these here are standard prices. Abby, we've agreed to that. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Eh, okay. And we have three raw materials. So we should do for X, Y, and Z, right? And then add them together. Okay, fine. Then also, what is our actual price? Actual price is given to us here. The actual price of raw materials used. There's nothing like purchased here. All right. So you need to be careful. There's a difference between usage and purchases. Hmm? So that's it. Now, you can purchase and not use. You can buy 5 bags of raw material and use only three. And you can as well buy 5 bags of raw materials and use six more than what you purchased. Am I right? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right, sir. Very correct,
So
sir.
that's
Yes,
it.
sir.
So variance is about what you did versus what you ought to do, right? It's not necessarily on, and sometimes your purchase is also your consumption. So that is that. Now, standard price, we have it. Our actual price, we have it, right? What is the actual raw material consumed? What's the actual kg of raw material? Don't forget, our raw material should be in kg. I mean, so the actual
Yes,
kg
sir.
of raw material consumed is this. This is the actual price. Abi, the question is very straightforward. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. I do, sir.
Okay. So we have the standard price minus actual price, right? Aha. Times actual quantity. So let's do that. Standard price minus actual price times actual quantity. Okay. Now we have, since we are using three different items, We should have our standard price here. We should have our actual price here. We should have the difference here. And we have our actual quantity, right? And we have our variance, right? Now, standard price must be in naira, actual price must be in naira. The difference is also in naira. Quantity is in kg, right? If I'm wrong, please correct me. And your variance also should be in naira. I hope I'm correct. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
sir. Yes, sir. You are correct.
Okay. Now, so we have three products. We have X, Y, and Z. What's the standard price for each of them? What's the standard price for X?
X is 200 naira.
100 naira.
X is 200 naira. So give me X, Y, Z. 200 Y. How much is Y for standard price? All of them are together. That's why I said you should give it together. 300 and
300.
400 and
400.
400. Actual prices. What are the actual prices? 170, 280, 390. Abi?
283.90. Yes, sir.
Now, so what's the difference? Standard price minus actual price. This gives me this, and I have all of this. Abi? Now, my standard price is higher than my actual price in every of it. In each of the material, standard is more than actual. Abi? Am I right, please?
Yes, sir.
Is that favorable or
Yes, sir.
actual? I mean, favorable or adverse?
Favorable.
Favorable. Thank you. So, what's the actual quantity of material used? 17,600, 38,400, and 24,000. Who is giving me the figures, please? 17,600, 38,400, and what? 24,000.
24,000.
All right. So,
Yes, sir.
what do we have here? Yes, what will that give us? That means my variance is this multiplied by this, Abby. Uh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that gives me, what does that give me? Favorable or adverse? Favorable, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we proceed, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Everything is
Okay.
favorable, sir.
Yes, everything is favorable.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's for our material variance, material price variance. The next one we have to do is what? Material mixed variance, right? I think I heard that. Yeah, material mix and material yield. So what is our material mix variance? I gave us the formula yesterday. What's the formula for material mix variance? Hmm? Can't remember. So let me
Actual
Actual
do.
quantity at
quantity.
standard mix minus actual quantity at actual mix times standard price.
Okay, so AAA, AAS, ASS, SSS. So this is material price variance. This is material mix variance. Actual quantity at standard mix times standard price minus actual quantity at actual mix times standard price. Abi, am I right?
Yeah. Yes,
Eh?
sir.
Okay. I hope I can proceed.
No, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, yes.
Someone said no.
Sir, so what
So
did you just say
material.
now?
What did I say about what?
The material mix variance.
What do you have as material mix variance formula? Do you have the formula?
Yes, sir.
What do you have?
ASS minus AAA.
Are you sure that's what you have?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yes,
ASS
that's
minus.
it.
You cannot
ASS
have
minus AAA.
ASS. You cannot have ASS minus AAA. Check it very well. Check it again, except if you wrote it wrongly. What we did yesterday, I'm sure we still have the material here.
Sir,
So it's
please
not
check it.
something. Ah, okay, let me check it then. I'm opening the material now. Thank God, all of us are seeing it here.
AAS minus AAA.
Ah, no, that's no material mix. So AAS
ASS.
minus AAA is material price. ASS minus AAS is material mix. I know what I'm saying. Maybe this is it here. At least I've not edited anything here. AAS minus, I mean ASS minus AAS. Okay, anyways, and this is that is it here. Material mix variance. Yes, sir. Go ahead. That person should go ahead though. Tell us what you want. I thought someone is raising up his hands. Hello? Is anyone there?
Go ahead, sir. We are with you, sir. We are with you. I'm with
Oh,
you.
okay. So our material mix variance is this is it, right? Let me just put it here. ASS minus AAS. And that gives me what? For material mix variance. Actual quantity, right? At standard price. I mean, actual quantity at actual mix. Sorry, standard mix ASS. At standard mix times standard price, right? Minus actual quantity at actual mix times standard price. So since you have standard price in in common, you can go back to the notes together. Actual quantity at actual mix, right? Everything multiplied by standard price. All right. So that's it. Now, because we have because we have do we have wastage here? We only have idle time, Abby. Now, the question mentioned something about idle time. I think I saw something like that, and I need to remind you. Now, anytime you see idle time or wastage or normal loss, all of these are always they are always adverse. Do you understand? Idle time is the time you have wasted that you're supposed to work and you did not work. So anyhow it will be, it will always be minus. All right. So that's what we have under that. Now, let's just go back to our question. Now, actual quantity at standard mix minus actual quantity at actual mix, everything multiplied by standard price. Now, we have three products again, right? And what are the products? I'll still have this, even though is not will not have the same information. So I have actual quantity at standard mix, and I have actual quantity at actual mix. Abi, then the difference, then I
Okay.
have the price. So actual quantity, this will be in kg. Why this is naira. Now, what is the actual quantity at standard mix? What's the actual quantity at standard? Okay, fine. We don't know actual quantity at standard mix yet, right? I'm coming back to that. But they gave us the actual quantity and the actual mix. The question gave us the actual quantity used and how they mixed it. Am I right? Is someone there?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The question gave us the
Yes, sir.
actual quantity that was mixed, Abby. Now, this is the question. This is the actual quantity that was mixed. For X, we have this. For Y, we have this. For Z, we have this, right? Actual quantity at actual mix, right? So we have
Yes,
that
sir.
already. So which means I can easily, this is the actual quantity at actual mix. Am I right? I can simply take this one for actual quantity at actual mix. Now, the next question is, what is my standard actual quantity at standard mix? That is, ordinarily, by standard, what am I supposed to mix? Hello, hello. By
I.
standard,
Yes,
what am I
sir.
supposed to mix? Do you understand
So,
that? Do you understand that word?
yeah,
Hmm? Now,
yeah.
actual quantity at standard mix. So if by standard, so let's take them one after the other. Look at it here. Actual quantity at standard mix. Now, what is the standard mix? What's my standard mix? This is the standard mix here. See,
Mm, 125.
ordinarily, this one we take 25 over 125. That is the standard mix. This one we take 60 over 125. This one is 40 over 125. By
Mm,
standard, that is the mix.
okay.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
By
Yes,
standard, that
sir.
is the mix. Please, anyone who doesn't understand should let me know. Anyone who doesn't understand should let me know. Do we understand that word?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now
Yes,
let's
Yes, sir.
come
sir.
back here. So let's look at the formula. The formula says actual quantity. What is the actual quantity? The actual quantity is here 80. I mean 17, 38, 24. Right? That is the actual quantity. Now, all these things in total, if you add them together, what will it give you? This three, this plus this. What will it give you?
80,000 naira.
Now,
Sorry,
which
50,000.
means that's 80,000, right? Now, which means this 80,000 that we have mixed, what standard are we supposed to mix it? The 80,000 total quantity, that's the actual quantity. I mean, see the
Yeah.
English, oh, you need to be very careful when you are interpreting. Total quantity, actual quantity is 80. I mean, so that 80,000, what is the standard mix of that 80,000? So standard mix of the 80,000 will now be 25 over 125 times 80,000. 60 over 125 times 80,000. That is the standard mix. Does that make a sense?
Wow. Yes, sir.
Now look at it. This is the standard given to us. All this information here are the standard, Abby. Now, there are times that the question will not give you the standard like this. The question can also give you the raw materials in standard, but in total, not per unit like this, not per kg of 25 kg, 60 kg. This one is for 1 unit, but it can give you in total. Let's say, for instance, we want to produce 5,000 units of output. Then they will now tell you that we use 25,000 times 5,000 units. 25 times 5,000 will give me what? What will that give me, please? I can't remember. Whatever it is. Now,
125.
125.
25.
Thank you.
125,000.
So that 125,000 now, they can give me 125,000 for this one. 60 times 5,000 also. We give us what?
60
300.
times 300.
300,000.
300. 40 times 5,000 will also give me what? 200.
200.
And then they'll add it together. When they add it together, you find the standard mix by yourself,
Okay.
right? That is 125 divided by the total. That is the standard mix. So our standard mix is here 25, 60, and 40. When you add it together, it will give you 125. 125 means that for every 1 unit, don't forget these three materials are what we use. For every 1 unit you produce, eh, 25 over 125 of material X we go into that product. 60 over 125 of Y we go into that product. Then 40 times 40 divided by 125 of that product will be for Z. So let's take bread as usual. We have flour, we have sugar, and we have water. Flour is 25, sugar is 60, and water is 40. It means that any 1 unit you are producing, 25 over 125 of that bread should be flour. Am I right? 25 like product you are using, the three material we are using to produce bread now. 25 of 125 of that product should be for flour. Do we understand, please? Do we understand what I'm saying here? If you don't understand, please let me know.
Yes, sir.
So the standard mix is 25, 60, and 40, which is 25 over 125. Let's say standard ratio mix. So it's just like saying 25 over 125 will give me what? How many percent is that? 25 over 125 times 100. 20%, right?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
it
sir.
means that 20% of that product is what? 20% of the product is, I mean, 20% of that product is for material X, right? 60 over 125 means 48% of the product is for material Y. And the remaining percentage of the product is for material Z. So let's not waste time on that. So we have it to be 25 over 125 for material X. Abi, it means this one is 25 over 125, right?
Yes,
Multiply by
sir.
what? What is the actual? That's standard mix, Abi.
Yes, sir.
Or I can say that my actual quantity is all of this again. And the standard mix of that actual quantity is, why is this thing? Okay. The standard mix of this is what? 25 over 125. Am I right, please? If you are not, if you don't get it, let me know. Do you understand? If you don't get it, just let me know. So 25 over 125 of the product is this, right? Then, what do we call it? What do we call it again? Is anyone there? So this 38,000 now, this 38,000 ordinarily should be 60 over 125, Abby.
Yes, sir.
And this 24,000 ordinarily should be 40 divided by 125. Am I right?
Yes. Yes,
So
sir.
what does that give us? What does that give us? So I can put this here as my workings. Please, what does this give us?
For material X, we're having 3,520.
3,523, 520. Uh-huh.
Material
Oh,
Z, we have
oh,
76.
oh. I'm supposed to bring it in
Oh, wait,
total.
yes, that's what I
Sorry,
want
I'm supposed to bring it in total. Sorry. Sorry, my total. Sorry, and I mentioned it earlier.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm supposed to
80,000
bring it in
kg.
total. 80,000 kg. So that is the actual quantity, right? Aha. So 80,000 times 20% of 80,000 should be what? 8 times 2,
16,000 kg.
16, 16,000.
16,000 for X.
Okay, 16,000 for X. 16,000 for X. Then Y is what?
38,400.
Y is not, how is Y 38,400? That is 80,000 divided by 125 times
60 over
60.
125. Yes, sir. 38,400.
Same 38,400. Okay, 38,400. And the last one is what?
25,600.
25,600. Shall we proceed? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's our standard price? Here is my standard price. That one, no issue, right? So this and this, what do we have? I have 320,000. The 320,000, is it favorable or actual? Adverse. Sorry, I copied this one from here. I don't know if it is favorable or adverse yet. Now, I'm supposed to mix, by standard, I'm supposed to mix 16,000, but I mix 17,600. So that means this is adverse, Abby.
Yes, sir. It's adverse.
Why this one? I'm supposed to mix 25,000, but I mix 24,000. That's favorable. Abi?
Yes, sir. Favorable.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So which means favorable is this? Abi? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Favorable. Now let's go to our material yield variance. Now, was it yesterday or 2 days ago that when we did yesterday, when we did material variance, yield variance? I don't know if I mentioned it, but I was supposed to mention it yesterday. Your material yield variance, your material yield variance can be in two different ways. It can be for inputs and it can also be calculated based on output. But usually, material yield is talking about results. Oh, when we say something is a yield, you're talking about result, are we? Are we together, please?
Yes, sir.
Ordinarily,
Yes, sir.
when you're talking of yield, yields are meant to be results. So, which is output. But there are times that a question will not give you the output figure for you to use. Instead, you have to use your input figure. Do we understand that? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Now, for material yield variance, what do we have it to be? What's the formula? Material yield variance should be
Standard
what?
quantity at standard mix minus actual quantity at standard mix times standard price. That is SS times ASS.
SSS minus ASS.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. SSS minus ASS. So I'll do that here. Material yield variance. And that is SSS minus ASS. So standard mix, standard quantity at standard mix minus actual quantity at standard mix. Everything multiplied by standard price. Right? Am I right?
Yes,
Should be I'm
sir.
right. Uh-huh. Okay. Now, what will that give us? So please, I need this again. I'll edit. Now, this one is standard quantity at standard mix, right? I don't have that yet, but I have actual quantity at standard mix. Now, since I have actual quantity at standard mix, it means I can simply replicate all of this in this column. Am I right? That's my standard quantity at standard mix. But now I need to find actual quantity, standard quantity actual quantity as standard mix. This is my actual quantity as standard mix, right?
Yes, sir.
Aha, my actual quantity as standard mix is here. Now I need to get for my standard quantity at standard mix. Standard quantity at standard mix. Standard quantity at standard mix. So what would be my standard quantity at standard mix? This also, I need to bring it here. Now, are we together, please? I
Yes,
think
sir.
it's raining
Yes, sir.
over there from one person's side. Now, what is my standard mix is what? Where is my question? My standard mix, we already got the standard mix, Abby.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Now,
We are following, sir.
now we have the standard quantity at actual mix, which is 16 over no 25 over 125 times 80,000. Am I right? Am I right, please?
Yes, sir.
25 over 125 times 80,000, which was what we did earlier, right? Now, what is our standard quantity at standard mix? Standard mix is still 25 over 125. That is the standard mix. What is the standard quantity? How many units was produced? How many units was produced? Eh? Hello? Hello? How many quantity was produced? How many units? Is anybody there?
I'm there with you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if by standard we can produce 20 for 25, I mean we can use 25 kilogram to produce 1 unit. Eh? Now let's look for what our output is. Hmm? Please, I hope we are together. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do we have? I'm waiting. What do we have? What are we going to get for this? What is the actual? Okay, this is it. The actual total market size was 220 kg of specialty meat pie, right? Instead of the anticipated 250 kg. And TFL sold only 66,000 kg. Hello, we sold only 66,000 kg. Are we there?
Sir, please recap.
Yes, sir.
That scenario is a bit confusing for me, sir.
Okay. So we sold only 66,000 kg. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if we sold 66,000 kg of our product, how many quantity can be used to produce that 66,000? What is the standard quantity that is meant to produce the 66,000? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is anyone there with me? Now,
Yes,
this
sir.
one is,
Well,
we're talking about standard now. Hmm? Hello. We are
Yes,
talking
sir.
about the standard standard to that we are supposed to use. Abi. So now what is the standard? Now, like I told you, we have two ways of calculating our yields. We can use input, we can use output. Let's use output first before we go into input. In our output, how many units was produced? We produced 66,000 units, right? That is the actual yield. Am I right? That is the actual production. Yield means production. I mentioned that before, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We are listening, sir.
Yield means
Following you.
production. Yield means production. Abi? Now, if our actual production is our actual yield, which is 66,000, what is our standard yield? Now, let me come back here. So this one is when we are using input method. Input method. Now, for output method, I want to bring in for output method. Let's do output method before input method. For output method, yield will be standard yield minus actual yield, right? We are still on yield now. Multiply by what? Standard price, Abi? Multiply by standard price. Standard yield minus actual yield multiplied by standard price. Do we understand that? Now, what is the standard yield in the question? The standard yield, we don't have it yet, but we have our actual yield. Now, standard yield is that when we are producing our product, if we are, how many quantities did we use here? 80,000, right? We used 80,000 kg of material XYZ in total. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Now, out of that 80,000, did the 80,000 go? Did the 80,000? Don't forget, our 80,000 is the input,
Yes, sir.
right? Now,
Yes, sir.
was it all the 80,000 quantity kg of material that we used? Was it all the 80,000 that we used? Please, I'm in a class. I'm in
No.
a class. I'm in a class. That's why I've been hanging up, please. No, right?
No,
No,
sir.
Okay.
no.
No, no, no.
Now, which one did we not use? The question told us that we have a normal loss, right? Abi? Or what do
Okay.
we have? There is a normal loss of raw materials during production, equivalent to 25% of output. So, which means whatever we produce, 25% of the material input is a normal loss. It will not bring out anything. So, how do we get normal loss? Let's say, for instance, now a tailor who is sewing clothes for you, when the tailor is cutting the clothes, there will be pieces. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Now, that pieces is a normal loss. When the tailor was telling you that, for this, your danshikyo, you'll be using 4 yards. The tailor had already calculated the normal loss, the pieces that he or she will tear out of the shirt. He or she had already calculated it. That's why we call it a normal loss. Now, sometimes your normal loss can still generate income for you. Do you want me to give you an example of how that can give you uh, an income? Do you want me to give you an example?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's use that same tailor. That pieces that the tailor had cut out, he can pack it together and use it to do duster and sell duster at 100 naira. Well, as at when I was still buying duster when I was in primary and junior secondary school. Secondary school then, when they were asking us to bring duster, that was the amount we were buying it. So you can agree with me that the tailor can also package it, make a duster out of it, and sell it, right? Or they don't
Yes.
use duster anymore in this world. We still use duster now.
We still use those, sir. But
Even
they are
with our
not.
marker board, we still use duster.
Yes,
So
sir.
that is it. All right. So now that normal loss can be, but that's not where we are looking at today. In actual sense, normal loss is 25% of whatever. I think this should be more of input, equivalent to 25% of, well, output, or 25% of input. Now, if that is the case, our normal loss is 25%, which means out of this 80,000 kg that we have put into production, not all of them will come out. Am I right?
Yes,
Am
sir.
I
You
right?
are right.
Now, if you say that 25% of your kg, this 25% of your normal loss, if you say it is 100% of 80,000 kg, you'll be wrong. Why? Because this 80,000 kg makes up 125%, not 100. The 80 kg is 25, 60, and 40, which is 125%, as the case may be. So that was why when we were doing our standard mix earlier, we did not say that 25 over 100. We said 25 over 125, right? So which means out of this 25% as well, it will be 25% of this total mix of 125. Don't forget, our standard mix is 125, right? So that's what we have there. Now, it means that out of the 80,000 kg, my standard mix now will be 25 over 125 times 80,000 kg. Does that make a sense? Does it make a sense, please?
Sir, please, can you come again?
Okay. What is my mix? My total mix is 125, Abby.
Yes, sir.
Now, out of the 125 total mix, 25% of it is a normal loss.
Yes, sir.
Now, which means, oh, even me, I'm already twisting it back because this 25% now of 80 kg, that is my normal loss. Which means if 25 over 125 is my normal loss, it means the remaining 100 over 125 is what gave me the actual yield, actual production of 66,000 units. Abi, what is our actual production? 66,000. Where is it, Sef? Actual production from our own side is 66,000, right?
Mm,
So it means out
yes,
of the
sir.
125 mix, only 100 of it, 100 over 125 is what we produce the 66,000 outputs. What is that product, Sef? Is it meat pie? Maybe it's meat pie.
Specialty, yes, specialty
Leaf
meat
Specialty
pie.
means
specialty. Leaf specialty. Meat pie is meat pie. Do you understand? So 100 over 125 of this 80,000 kg is what will give me the 66,000 units of meat pie that I have produced. Does that make sense now?
Yes, sir.
So this is my standard mix. Why my actual mix has already been given to me as 66,000. I can use units, I can use kg. All right, 66,000 kg because the question has used kg. Then everything multiplied by standard price. Now, these three, you see this 125 and 80,000. Don't forget, there are three prices that gave me, there are three quantities, three products, three raw materials that gave me that 125, that gave me the 80,000, right? So if I'm picking the standard price as well, I'm picking the total standard price. And the total standard price here is 900. Am I right? Hello? Hello?
Hi.
I,
Yes, sir.
I,
Yes,
Now,
sir.
now, if you are using input method and you use the standard price of output, you will be wrong. Just like in this case. If you are using output method and you use the standard price of input, you will also be wrong. Now, which method are we using? Output method. Abby? Hello?
Hi,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Output method.
So
Okay.
if we are using output method, that means we need to look for the standard price of the yield, standard price of the output. All right, for the three products. Now, what's our standard price? Let's look for it. Yes, who can tell us where the standard price is? Yes. Has anyone seen it? Or do you want me to bring it out? Do you want me to bring it out? The standard price.
The standard price of it.
Yes, what will be the standard price?
So is it going to be 625 to
What
630?
where did you see the 625?
They said, okay, so the standard price will be 613 because it was 625 before, now reduced to
To
613.
630.
So
Are you sure about that?
only 613, no.
Me, I'm only asking now.
Standard price is 613.
It's 613. It was formerly like 625 because and it reduced to 613. So and I'm sure according um to the reading of the stuff, it seems the reason why it's reduced because the product had a normal loss. That's what I feel. Oh. So,
Okay, Mr. Philanthropist. Okay, so let's look for that one. Now, first, we reduced our selling price from 625 to 613. Is it still standard price? Is it still standard price? I'm asking. Is it still standard price?
No.
So let's look for it again.
Is it the
What is our
200,
standard price?
300, and 400?
That one is standard price of input. Yes, yes. What do we have? I'm waiting on. Or should I give it to you as an assignment to go and look for it? Yes, that reminds me. There was one class we had, and I gave you an assignment. Was it on Monday? I told you to submit that question, that solution, before the end of the following day. None of you submitted on Tuesday.
That
No.
we did
Where did you submit it to?
on our group, on the group.
Did you tag me?
No, but I think I tagged Mr. Ibrahim.
Ah, I gave you a question. You tagged Mr. Ibrahim. Yeah. So what do we do now?
Sir, because I don't know your number on that group, so I was thinking if I tagged Mr. Ibrahim.
Okay, you could have
Yes.
hacked Mr. Ibrahim instead.
So sorry, sir.
You know, no, no, no. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, please. What's our standard price? Our standard price for yield. Can anyone get that? Can anyone get it? Do you want me to give you the answer?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Help us out, sir.
I didn't
help
want
us.
it.
Okay. I'm asking. Oh, Standard price. Someone should look at it very well. What do you think the standard price of yield will be? Yes. Yes. Anybody?
613.
No, 613 is wrong. It will not be 613. You might need to calculate, or you might need to do some calculations. But no, it is not. Yes. Anybody?
900.
No, that's the total for yield as well. 613 is the selling price now. Do you
No,
want me to give it to you as an
sir.
assignment? I'm asking no. So what do you have?
Happy birthday. Is it 180?
180. Let it 180. 180, which is loss. I mean, what do I see there? Labor is normally paid at 180. That's labor now. And they told us that the the idle time as reflected in this 180. Yes, who else wants to try? Who else wants to try?
Sir, please help us to.
I'm not helping you this time. Oh. Help you, okay? In all of this, it's too early to help. Yes. Does anyone want to try? Hello. So, okay. Now, the reason for asking for this, right? So I'll give you time, okay? I'll give you time to look at it. I actually want to see if you can get the price is very much hidden there. Yes. All right. But of course, standard price is not selling price. Standard price is not selling price. Do you understand? So tell me. Now, I'll give you time to actually look into it. Do you understand? And if you get it, bring it back. If you don't get it, then I'll tell you how it is gotten. Okay, I'll tell you what the figure is. Now, I'll leave that. Let's go back to our output method. It's intentional, oh. I mean, we go back to our input method. This one that I'm leaving is intentional. So that's it. Now, for our input method, okay, for our input method, we have it to be standard quantity at standard price minus actual quantity at standard price, right? Now, our actual quantity at standard price has been gotten. Now, we need to get our standard quantity at standard mix. Sorry, not price. Standard quantity at standard mix. Or you can say standard quantity in standard mix at standard price times standard price. Okay, fine. So that's it. Now, our standard mix is what again? What's our standard mix? What's our standard mix? Hello?
See, sir.
So what's our standard mix? So if we are to use what if we are to produce 66,000 units, okay, what would be our standard mix? Yes, what would be our standard mix, please? Anyone?
If you have to produce 66,000 units,
Yes. Hey, Now, how many material inputs would give us that 66,000 units? How many material inputs?
3 material inputs. No.
Huh? And three material X, Y, and Z. What
Yes.
is the G in total?
125.
In total, that will produce 66,000 kg of the product. That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Mm.
In total.
So what will that be?
Calculate. Check your calculator.
Ah, you've not gotten your calculator before. Oh yeah, now let's go on. Let's do it. Let's see what we have.
Sir,
Yes, ma.
please can we just go back to the material variance?
We will do it. Don't worry. We'll do it. Just calm down. We'll do it. We won't forget.
Because it's like I'm seeing one thing here, that's why.
You've seen something there, ba?
Yes.
Keep that thing. Note it down. I want you to note it down. Do you understand? Hello?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, just note that thing down, please. Note it down. Yes.
Sorry, sir. Please, what year is this question?
November 2017. November 2017, please. Are you there, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, so please, where are we? So where are we, please? Where are we? Yes. So I asked a question. If we are producing 66,000 units kg, right? How many of the materials are we going to use? Do you understand what I said? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Uh-huh. So if we are producing 66,000 units, right? How many of the material, or did we produce differently from what we sold? No, now. They didn't tell us if we produced more than what we sold, right? So if we sold 66,000, how many of the materials did we use? Yes,
That's 75% of the material.
75% of which material? I'm trying to understand you. 75% of which material? The 25% of this one that we said from normal loss.
Yes, sir.
75%. Now, what material? What's the material? What's the 75% of the material? Hmm? So you guys are not getting this. Now, this 125 is for how many kilograms? This 125 is not for 1 kilogram. It's not for 1 unit. It is for 100 kilograms. Am I right?
Okay. Yes.
Am I right? So
Yes, sir.
125 is for 100 kilograms. So by standard, if we are making 66,000 units, right? If we are making 66,000 units, it means this 125 will be having it how many times? How many
That's
times are we going to be having it?
67. Come on,
Mm, You don't understand.
don't really understand.
This 125 kilograms will produce 100, we produce 100 kilogram of
Kilogram.
output, 100
Yes.
kilograms of meat pie. And that's why I said it, that kilogram of meat pie, you can change it, you can have it in your head as 100 units of meat pie. Because meat pie is your output, not your input. Abi? Material is your input, labor is your input. Please, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Material is your input,
The input
labor is also
is
your input.
input. Variable input. Yeah.
Does that make a sense now?
Yes, sir.
Ehen.
Absolutely.
Now, we still have our standard mix to be 25 over 125,
Mm.
right?
Yes, sir.
Mhm. So 25 over 125 times what? We give us this 66,000 units.
Okay. 25 over 25 times this is a big clue. 25 over 125. I think times 80.
Times what,
Yes.
please? Remember, this one is 80,000,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what will that give? I just want to know if you have an idea of what this is. If you are saying 25 over 125 times 80,000, automatically you know what you will get. It will still take you
Yes,
back
sir.
to whatever we have gotten before.
Yes, sir.
uh So I think that will be 16,000 or so. That's 2%. 25 over 125 is 2%. So 2%
Yes.
of 80,000 is 16,000. That one,
16.
we've gotten it as our actual mix here. Actual
Actually,
quantity as standard mix. Standard
mixed.
mix is 25 over 125. The same standard mix we have here. But what is the standard quantity that will give us the 66,000?
Kg. Okay. Yes.
Anybody, please.
Okay. Okay. This is rubbish. You see, okay, what times 250?
Sorry, are you saying for X, Y, and Z?
Yes, for each of them.
13,200,
Uh-huh.
31,680,
13,200, 31,680. Uh-huh.
21,120.
21,120. Okay. Is she correct?
Ah,
Is she correct? Is she correct? So now we need to know, like I said, what is our standard mix? The wireless price comparison. Let's look at it again. Me, I have the figure with me. All right. But I need you to be able to think. This is a critical stage. And at this stage now, you should be able to Think of, this is my question. I mean, this is what I'm looking for. This is my answer. What is it? Yes. Let's take the question again. Look at the question. Oh. I won't tell you where it is. Oh, I hope you know that. So let's think. Let's think.
That's what are you asking for?
What will be the standard quantity, the standard kg that will produce that 66,000 by standard, that will produce 166,000 by standard, by standard.
So are we going to multiply 25 times 200, 60 times 300, 40
Which
times
one is
400?
25 times 200? I don't understand. I don't understand what you mean.
So wait.
Okay.
My God. Yeah.
Yes. I'm waiting. I'm not telling you tonight, oh.
Ah,
This night. This night you will think now.
my God.
Yes, your gut, exactly. Don't worry, you will get it.
So is it
You will get
64,000?
this. Which 64,000?
66, so you have
This
to.
is 66,000 though. Hmm?
Abi? No,
Yes.
only confused. It's my concerns. Let me calm down. Okay. What this one does not matter. What kind of a question is this?
Sorry.
I think. Let me.
Yes. I'm waiting on. Let's just look and look and look. Yes, anyone? Anyone? Yes.
Sir, please help us.
Okay. Honestly, I want to help you too. And that's
Sir,
the
please.
truth. No,
Ah,
calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. All right. I actually want to help you. Do you understand? I actually want to help you. Really, 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 I want to help you. I really want to help you. So now, if you look at the question, right? If you read the question very well, the question says that in preparing for the budget, the company assumed that there will be a market of 250,000, right? And then we anticipated that 40% of it will be our own, which is 100,000. Am I right? Am I right, please? Hello?
Yes,
you're
sir.
right. You're
Yes, sir.
right.
Okay.
That's a good
Now,
thing.
are we there? Now,
Yes,
we
sir.
anticipated that we will produce 100,000 units. How? The market is 250,000 kg, right? Why we plan that out of this 250,000 though, we'll produce 40,000. I mean, we'll produce 40% of the 250,000. 40% of 250,000 is what?
100,000.
100,000.
Now, 100,000 is our production. Now, that 100,000, how many units are we using to produce 100,000? How many units? You don't know. How many quantity is here now? See, this is it here. 125. 125 is
125.
for 100. Abi?
Yeah.
125 is for 100. So if I am producing 100,000, how
Yes.
many quantities am I using? How many kg of raw material am I using?
You use
125
100.
times 100. That's
1,000.
120.
125,000.
If I am producing 100 kg, let me not use kg for the output. If I'm producing 100 meat pie, I'll be using 125 kg of materials. Abi?
You
So
divide
if
it.
I am using 100,000 meat pies now, how many materials am I producing? How many materials am I using? I'll be using 125,000 materials.
Mm.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
not it?
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Does it make a sense now?
Yes,
Eh?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'll be using 125,000 materials for 100,000 units. That is my standard. Does it make sense now? So it means that for 1 unit, it will be 125,000 divided by 100,000. Abi? That means in
Yes.
every 1 unit of meat pie, I'll be using 1.25 of all the material XYZ. That is my standard. Oh, I don't know if you understand me. You don't understand, right? Do you need me to explain again?
Yes, sir. Take it
Yes,
again,
sir,
sir.
please.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, if I am producing 100 units, I'll be using 125 kg of material. Abi? If I am producing 1 unit, what will that be? That is kg per unit. Material per unit of output. What will that be? It will be 125 divided by 100. That means if I'm producing 1 unit of meat pie, I'll be using 1.25 raw materials. That is 125 kg for 100 units. Then it will be 125 for 100 divided by the 100. That means every 1 unit we take 1.25 kg of material. That is 125
Okay, sir.
kg. Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir. I want to find out. Does that mean that is it going to be uniform now? Like this material X, is it not going to be 25 divided by 100? We get the unit, the material. Then
Abba
Y.
now. Hello, uncle. Don't mix it now. We are saying that if you want to make bread, if you want to produce bread, you need sugar, salt. I mean, you need sugar, flour, and water.
Okay, 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 sir.
All of them together, when you add them together, eh? If you have 125 of those things in total, regardless of the mix, regardless of which one comprises of the mix, out of the 125, 25 is water. Abi? So that's not what we are saying here. For every 1 kg of bread, you will use 1.25 kg of all the
Yes,
materials.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
I'll take it again. 1.125 will give me 100 units. Abi? Is that in the
Yes, sir.
question? 125 kg will
Yes.
give me 100 units. So how many kgs will give me 1 unit? That's 125 divided by 100. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That sister is not on this call anymore. Sister, are you still there? I used to hear one sister's voice.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what we are saying?
Yes, sir.
So if 125 will give me 100, if 125 kg will give me 100, how many kgs will give me 1? That is 125 divided by 100, which is 1.25. It means 1.25 will give me 1 unit of meat pie. Now, I produce how many units of meat pies? 66,000, Abi? Abi?
Yes, sir.
So if I multiply it by
Yes.
66,000 units, how many kgs do I have?
8,500.
That means I need
8,500.
82,500 kgs. Now, this is what you will see. You need to be careful when you are doing your variance. The difference must not be too far from each other. Now, if I need 82,500 kg of material, but how many kg did I use? How many kg was my actual? If you add all of this together, how many? Are you still adding? I thought we did it before. Is it not 80,000?
80,000.
80,000, yeah.
80,000.
80 kg.
So I'm supposed to use 82,500, but I used 80. Do you understand that now? Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Eh?
sir.
So now, how do I get my standard quantity at standard price? I said 125 kg divided by 100 units. I'll use units for my own so that you will not get confused. Multiply by 66,000, right? Multiply by 66,000. That is the what? That is the standard. I mean, that is the standard quantity. That is what? The standard quantity. Abi, am I right?
Yes, sir.
So that will give me the standard quantity. Now, what is my standard mix? Standard mix is what? 25 over 125 times 25 over 125. Second one is what? Times 60, Abi? 60 over
Yes, sir.
125. And the last one is times 40 over
40
125.
over 125.
So what do I have as standard quantity times standard price? What will this one give me, please? 125 over 100 times 66. What did we calculate it to be? I calculated it earlier. Now Shebi is here. 82,500.
82,500.
So 82,500 times 0.2, 25 over 125 times 25 divided by 125. That will give me
16,500.
16,500. The second one is what? Second one will give me what? 82,500
7,000.
times
39,600.
39,600. How can you get
39,600.
7,920 now?
39,600.
82,500 times
82,500
50
times
divided by
60
125.
divided by
39,600.
39,600.
And what's the last one, please? What's the last one?
22,400.
22.
22 to 40, 26 to 40.
26,400.
400.
Oh,
What am I picking now?
26,400.
26,400.
26,400.
Okay, 26,400. I take 26,400. Now, my standard is 16. 16,5, but I use 16. This one is 39,6. I use 38. 26, I use 25. All favorable? Are they favorable? They are favorable now. This is Excel, and I've automated it at this
yes,
minus
Yes,
this.
sir. Yes, sir.
So if there is any adverse there, it will be in brackets. So this one is favorable, huh? Favorable. Now that is that. Eh? Any question on that? Sorry for stressing you guys. Any question on that, please?
no, sir.
Okay, now let's go into the final lab, which is our material yield output. So for the output, yes, what did you say you discovered earlier? Hello?
Wow.
What did you discover? Oh? That auntie who asked us to go to output. Yes, what did you discover? Hello? Okay, so we'll wait for her.
Sam here.
What did you discover earlier?
Ah,
Oh yeah, now I wanted you to answer it before we go into it. So what did you discover? What was our standard material yield? Standard material yield. I mean standard price. What's the standard price? Standard price of our yield. What will it be, please? Eh?
so I said 39,000.
13, how is it 39,000? Standard price. Standard price. What do you mean by 39,000? Standard price. Yes. What is the standard price, please? Yes. This one is 39,600. We are done with this. Yes. Standard price. What do you have? Do you want us to look at it again?
Sir, please look at it again.
Oh yeah, now you to look at it now. Yes. What do we have? Is anyone giving us?
So you're saying something like 100 divided by 125, right?
Okay. Yes. 100 divided by 125. Yes.
It's not going to give us 100 divided by 125 to be 0.8.
Mm-hmm.
Then the total quantity, the kg they give us is 80,000. So are we not to do 0.8 times 80,000?
What will
I'll
that
give
give you?
64,000.
So do you think our standard price will be 64,000? Our standard price means standard price for 1 unit. Oh, you think we'll have
So
it
what
at
do you say?
64,000? Do you know what we are looking for? Do you know what we are calculating for now?
We're looking for the standard price
Of what?
yield.
So what would that be? Yes, what will that be?
Whew.
Sorry. Yes, what would that be, please?
Okay.
Yes. Huh?
So
So
this
is it for
one,
the input or is for the output?
For the output, we are doing for output now.
Okay, that's standard cost per kg of
Mhm.
output. Is that what we're
Mm.
looking for? Oh,
This is what we are
sorry,
looking
no.
for. Standard price of output. Our standard yield is this. Our actual yield is 66,000. I mean, what's the standard price of the yield? What's the standard price of the yield?
We're going to be
yeah.
Do you want me to give you?
Can we say
390. Yes.
can we say standard quantity minus standard mix
Okay,
to
no,
get
no,
you?
no, no, no.
Okay.
So we are supposed to calculate the yield. Let me not stress us since it's
Is it going to
almost
be
time.
390?
How did you get 390?
I did I did the two 25 times 200, 60 times 300, 40 times 400. That it gave me 390. Then I did
Exactly.
it gave
So
me
what have you
three.
what have you been doing all this while? That's it now. You see now, you can see that you're stress when you stress yourself, it will come out. So this is what you have to do. The materials, right? For our materials, right? We have it in quantity. I mean in
Yes, sir.
kg. We have the material in kg and we have the price, right? As well as what the value will be per unit. I mean,
Yes,
am I
sir.
right? For material X, what's the kg?
25.
25 kg for how many units?
200.
Hello. Guys, you
Sorry.
guys are not talking, no. 25 kg for how many units? For 100 units now.
400 units. Sorry.
So what is the material for 1 unit? That will be 25 over 100.
Yes, sir.
And 25 over 100 will give us what?
0.25.
0.25.
Thank you. 0.25. So 0.25 of material. And what's the price? They give what's the standard price, F? What's the standard price? 200, 300, 400.
200.
200. 400.
200.
200.
Let's do that one
200.
first. 300 and 400. Abi? So Z and Y. Now, material Y is what? 60 divided by 100, which is 0.6. Abi? And this one is 0.4. Abi?
Yes, sir.
So what will that be? What is the value?
The
This
one
multiplied by this.
the one for X is 50. The one for Y is 180. And
And this is what you have. As simple as that.
well,
So I believe you got it now, right?
Ha.
Yes, sir.
Mogul.
But I didn't go this way.
Please, I'm in class. I'll call you back.
Mama,
I'm in class. That's why I didn't pick your call. I'm in class. Yes, what do you say, please? Do we understand, please? And
I
shall
do.
we proceed?
Ah, yes, by the grace.
Okay, so our standard price is now at 390. Abi? So what will
Yes,
that
sir.
give us? 125 over 100 times 80,000 is what? Yes, 185, 100 over 125 times 80,000 will give us what? A 100 over 125
I think
times
it's 100.
80. 64,000. Me, I have it to be 64,000,
64.
64,000.
right?
Okay.
I can have it as 64,000, right? So I have
Yes, sir.
64,000 minus 66,000 multiplied by what? 390. 2,000 times 390 is what?
Sweet, coming now.
780. 780.
780,000.
7,000.
Favorable or adverse? I'm expecting 64,000, but I got
Plus
66,000. Is that favorable or adverse?
adverse.
Favorable.
Favorite.
No, now this is
Is
output.
that
Oh.
that
I am
now?
Advert.
expecting to produce
Advert.
64,000 units. If I
And now you
produce
need
66,
56,000. It's adverse now.
hey, brother.
It's
So
favorable.
wait now.
It's
You
favorable.
you produce you wanted to produce you plan to produce 64,000 bread, but you produce 66,000. Is that a loss?
No, sir.
It's
It's a
favorable
profit.
now.
It's favorable. It's a
It's
profit.
favorable. So that is
Sorry.
780. So you can see for your output method we have 780, and for your input we also have 780. Any question on that? Without wasting time, let's do our sales variance as well, right? So for our sales variance, what are we asked to do there? They told us to do what? Sales price and sales volume variance. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what will be the sales variance? What's the formula? Sales price variance.
Bracket S bracket standard cost price minus
Hey.
actual cost.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
nah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Standard selling price, right?
Standard selling price. Rather, yes.
This is price,
SSP.
Abi.
Yes,
Standard
sir.
selling price minus what? Actual selling price,
Actual selling price. Yes.
right?
Yes,
Multiply
sir.
by what? Multiply
That's
by what?
actual AQ.
Actual
Actual
quantity.
quantity sold.
Actual
Yes, sir.
quantity sold.
It's sold.
Thank you.
AQ.
So what's the standard quantity? I mean standard price.
Let me check
What
the
was the standard
question.
price initially? What was the standard price we said? How much did we say we'll sell it? Yes.
Um,
What was our standard price?
initially, so we sell it for X, we say sell it 200.
Eh?
For the X initially,
Eh.
for X, the product X 200. Why?
Are you kidding me? Are we selling product X? Product X is our material. The material that we use to produce the meat pie. That is the cost price, the cost at which we purchase product X, not the cost we sold product X. We did not sell product X. We are not selling product X now. We are buying material X. That's our input for production. This is our selling price now. Shebi is here. We reduced our selling
66.
price from
Okay,
625 to 613.
to
So
613,
613
sorry.
is the actual. So
Yeah.
625 minus 613, right? Multiply by what? What's the
Yeah.
actual quantity? What's the actual quantity produced? 66,000 kg. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Abi? Shebi, that's what we produce.
Yes, sir.
So what will that
Yes,
give us?
sir.
25 minus 13 will give us what? 1 to 12. 16,000 times 66 times 12. That's 792.
66, 790.
792,000.
Favorable or
Yes.
adverse? I'm waiting. Oh, so sorry.
This one.
Favorable or adverse? So
It's adverse.
thank you, sir.
Adverse.
Adverse in the sense that that's what we are planning. We are planning to sell at 625, but we sold at 613, so we have lost. It's adverse,
Mm.
but hey, my system has. Oh, if my system hangs here,
Adverse.
trust
Thank you,
me,
sir.
just that's the end of for this night because I've not saved all the things we've been doing. Now the next one we have is yes, now. Do you think I was saving? Now this one said sales volume variance. What do we have? There was the formula.
Please control save,
Huh?
sir.
I've saved it. I've saved it now. What will be the sales volume
Thank you, sir.
variance? So for your sales volume variance, what will it be?
Variance. Open brackets.
Uh,
Budgeted quantity minus
budgeted
actual
quantity or
quantity.
budgeted sales value. I mean
Yeah.
sales
Sorry, budgeted
quantity.
sales value.
Budgeted
Is it
sales
value or quantity?
budgeted sales quantity. It's not
Sales
value.
Budgeted sales
quantity.
quantity minus actual
No,
sales
actual sales
quantity.
Actual sales.
quantity.
Uh-huh.
Multiply by what?
Close.
Standard
It,
selling
Standard
price.
Standard
no,
selling price.
selling price care.
standard profit.
Contribution. If you are using marginal costing, you will use contribution.
Standard
Hello.
contribution is true.
If you are using
Standard
marginal costing,
contribution.
you will use contribution. But if you are using absorption costing, you will use profit, standard profit,
Profit.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So that
Okay.
means you need to do question
Margin.
A. What's our standard? What's our budgeted selling quantity? What's our budgeted sales quantity? What's our budgeted sales quantity? Oh, you guys have forgotten. Oh, is it not here? 100. We plan to spend 100. This is it here. The 250 divided by 40%. Where is it? Where is it now? 250,000 times 40% was our budget. The budget also assumed a selling price that gives a contribution margin of 36%. Abi,
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
now is there now?
give it to.
Eh?
That's
100,000.
100,000, which is 40% of 250. So we have 100,000 here. That's our budgeted quantity. Minus actual quantity was what? 66,000. I mean, multiply by what's our standard selling price? I'm supposed to write standard selling price. I mean, standard contribution. I said standard selling price. Standard contribution. Hey, what's our standard contribution? Standard contribution. So what? How do you get your standard contribution? Total cost minus selling price. Abi? Wait, you guys don't know it or what? Hello.
Yes, it's total cost. And the selling price.
Total cost minus
Now,
selling price.
total cost minus selling price. So what's our total cost? Maybe this is our total cost, 390.
Yes, 390.
Abi? No, this is only material cost. Oh.
Wait, so
Let's
there's
do total
no.
cost. Let's do for
Wait.
total cost. Computation of
Okay.
total cost.
Yep.
Calculation of total cost. Total material cost. Let me use this one to be. Standard material cost. Total standard material cost. Abi? Then what's our labor cost? What's our labor cost? Eh? The question gave us labor now. What's the labor cost?
180.
180 naira per hour.
Labor
Yeah,
is
5.
normally paid. Hold on. Oh. Labor is normally paid at 180 naira
80
per hour.
hour.
Abi?
Yes, sir.
Abi?
Yes, sir.
So how many hours was spent on this? Idle time is also part of the 180 hours. So there's an information on labor
Mm.
now. Where is that information on
Yes.
labor?
It's beneath.
Labor is 3,000
Alright.
hours. Abi?
Mm-hmm.
That is the actual
Yes, sir.
hour,
Yes, sir.
right? And that costed 576. That is the actual. We don't need actual here. We need standard.
Standard.
Abi?
Yes. Yes,
So
sir.
if they use 3,000 hours, we paid for 3,000 hours. What is the standard labor hour for one unit? If you are paying 180 for 1 hour, how many units is produced for that 1 hour? We don't know how many hours make a unit. Oh. Are we giving?
Mm-mm.
It takes 5
How many
labor
hours?
hours to.
Oh, to produce 125 kg. Thank
Media
you. They
hour
gave
to
us.
Yes,
produce
sir.
So if 5 labor hours will give us 125 kg, how many labor hours will give us 1 kg?
divided by 5.
Eh?
Let's see. 125 divided by 5. 25. 25.
25.
It's
25.
25.
Now, that 25 kg, look at it. Idle time is expected to be 10% of
Percent.
hours paid.
Okay.
Abi?
25. Yes.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, sir. I will choose.
10% of hours paid. Abi? Now, hours paid is 180 naira per hour. Abi? Now,
Yes, sir.
what is the actual time in total? The total labor hours. Labor hours is 5 hours to produce 125 kg. That is not including the, what's it called though? It's not including the idle time.
Idle.
Or do you think idle time is part of it?
No,
They
sir.
said idle time is expected to be 10%. This is not reflected in the 180 naira above. It is not reflected there. Right? So we have to adjust that 10%. Hello?
Aye.
I'm
Sir, I
following
will.
you.
Do you understand now?
Yes, sir.
So what will that be? 180 naira is only for work, right? Now, if 125, 5 hours make a product. Now, ordinarily, if you say that 5 divided by 125, what will that give us? 5 divided by 125 will give you 40%. I mean 0.04. Abi? Hello?
0.04, sir.
Yes,
That
yes,
is
sir.
point
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this 10% is usually adjusted for in the labor hours. What do we do?
okay in the
Eh?
labor if you adjust it. So it should be
Yeah,
40%.
10% of 180.
Sorry, 10% of
Yeah.
180. And 10% of 180 is what?
10% of
Sorry.
180 is
That's
18.
18.
18.
18.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
So 18 divided by what?
18 divided by
So
180.
180 plus 18 will give us 198. Abi?
Mm.
Now I can.
Abi?
Yes,
And
sir.
so what do we do now? I'm waiting. What do we have there? Eh? Now, so let's look at it this way. This 5 labor hours is for how many units? To process the input of 125. Now, which means 5 labor hours will produce 1 unit. I don't know if you understand that. I mean, it will produce 100 units. Hello?
In reality,
Sir,
sir,
please come again.
So 125 unit. They said input of 125, and this is the input 125. Abi?
Yes.
Now, this input of 125 will produce how many units?
100 units.
Yeah, I'm coming now. I'm coming now. It will produce 100 units, Abi.
Yes, sir.
So, how many will now produce 1 unit? It means that these 5 hours will produce 100 units. Am I right?
Yeah. 5.
Abi? Because 5 hours will
Yes.
produce an input of 125, and an input of 125 will give us 100 units of output, 100 units of meat pie. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So, which
yes, sir.
means
Yes, sir.
this 5 hours is for 100 units of the meat pie. Does that make a sense now?
Yes, sir.
So, if 5 hours is 100 units of meat pie, how many hours will give me 1 unit? It means that 5 hours divided by 100
One
kg.
hundred.
Abi?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So that's it. So it means that 5 hours divided by 100 kg. And that will give me what? Whatever it will give me. What's the price?
0.05. 0.05.
5.
That will give me 0.05, Abi.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
And so
sir.
what is the price of 1 unit? What is
9.
the price? Eh?
9. 9 naira.
9 naira? No, now. It will not be 9 naira. So let me tell you what the price will be. Now, if you look at the question says that this 180 does not include the 10% of idle time, right? Abi, it does not include the 10% idle time. Abi,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
now
that's
which
not.
means this 180 is only 90% of the total number of hours. The 10% idle time is not part of the 180. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you, sir.
The 180 does not include idle time of 10%. Abi?
Yes, sir.
So how do we get the idle time now? So for us to know the total price, I mean total cost of labor, both idle and production, it means that the 180 is for only 90%.
Okay, so
90%, not 100%. Right? So it means that 180 divided by
9
90% is the cost.
easy. Okay.
Do you understand? Does that make a sense now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it means that this one will give me what? 0.05, Abi?
Yes, sir.
0.05 hours,
Yes.
Abi?
Yes,
0.05
sir.
hours. 180 divided by 90% will
Yes.
give me what?
200.
200.
200.
So what will that give me, please?
This minus this will give you 190.
And oh yeah, now 200 times 0.05 will give me
10
what,
naira.
please?
10 naira.
Eh?
10
10.
naira.
10.
10
10
naira.
naira. So it means 10 naira for 10 naira is my labor cost, Abi? Right?
Yes,
Yes,
So
sir.
sir.
what's the total cost? What's the total cost? Total variable cost.
400.
Total variable cost is what? Per unit, Abi? Total variable cost per unit is 400, Abi?
400.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
400, sir.
400.
So what's the contribution given to us?
Contribution
Let me
two
check.
to
No,
No.
they gave us figures for the contribution. They
Six.
said
Let's go to the
contribution in the sense that we will have 20 something percent, 36% contribution margin,
36%.
Abi?
36%.
Selling
So
price.
convert your margin to
Selling
markup. What do
price.
you have? 36% is margin now, Abi? So convert 36% to markup. How do you convert it? It will be 36 over
that
100, Abi?
36
36
divided by,
over 100 minus 36, Abi?
yeah,
And what will that give us? 100 minus 36 is what? That's 64.
is.
So 36 over
64.
64 is what?
0.56.
0. Point,
56.
no, 5625 is what I have. Oh.
5625. Yes, sir.
0.5625.
So
5625.
0.5625, Abi? Multiply by 400.
Yes,
Multiply by 400. What will that give me?
225.
225.
225.
225.
Yes.
Yes.
So my contribution is 225. So if I had it together, what's my selling price?
225.
625.
625. That's my selling price. Oh. But me, I need contribution of 225. Abi?
Mm,
Yes.
So what's my contribution here? 225.
225.
225. So what do you have? 34 times 225. Whatever you have is your answer. I'll see you all in our next class.
7,650.
7650.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And 7650. 7,650 or 7 million. Be careful.
7,650.
It cannot be 7,650. 36,000
7
by
million.
25
7
Okay,
million.
yeah, 7,650,000.
650,000.
No, 7,650,000.
thousand. Favorable
Yes,
or adverse? It will always be adverse. It will be
advance.
adverse because we budgeted 600,000 and we produce 66. So
We,
that is adverse, right? Now this is the
yes.
end of this question. I believe I was able to do justice to our work
Okay.
this night. All right. So I'll send this material to the center like right now. All right. And
Like
then
to our group, sir. Abi, we center, sir.
I'm sending it to the center right away. No, the center will package it. They'll put it, the plus and minus they usually do. They will have to do
Okay.
that as well.
Okay.
So I'll see you all in our next class. Good night, everyone. There's no other class, so intensive class. I'll meet you all in our
Oh,
intensive class. Good night, everyone.
thank you,
Thank,
sir. Bye.
thank you,
You're
sir.
welcome. Good night. Bye bye. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate.